We first met at GCU. Well, technically it was on Facebook. We met online because I saw one of his pictures, and then I started talking to him through Facebook, and then the next day we met up like right away.
And I was on an intramural football team, and then she knew a person on the intramural football team, and then she saw me on Facebook and saw my picture, which was very cute to her, I guess. So she decided to pursue me in that sense, and then we decided to meet after my final intramural basketball game, which I lost. So she was nervous to meet me because she thought I was gonna be mad or something like that. So, but we met after that, and then from there we just started talking, and I guess it was meant to be.
I thought he was really cute. I didn't really know him, like I said, because it was Facebook. So just off first looks, it was like, he was just really cute. But then when I met him the next day, it was his personality. And he gave me a hug like the very first time. He was just like, so we talked all night, so do you want me to hug you instead of shaking your hand? And I was like, okay.
I thought she was very kind, and we just hit it off very well right away. First thing I did was hug her when I first saw her, because we did a lot of talking over social media like Facebook Messenger. So I got an idea of who she was. I knew she really liked sports, which I thought was cool. Like, we talked a lot about basketball. But I mean, she was trying to, talk to me about what interested me. But from there, we just kind of hit it off, and we were able to joke with each other a lot. And it felt really natural, honestly, when we just hung out, and it made it enjoyable.
He proposed by taking me paddle boating. So I guess I was the one that asked him out on the date, and I didn't know that I was actually getting proposed to that weekend. So I asked him out on the date, and he's like, okay, cool. And then I told him he had to pick it. So he picked the place, and he's like, let's go paddle boating again. And I was like, okay, let's go paddle boating again. So then we went paddle boating, and I guess people were following us the whole time, and I had no idea. And I'm usually pretty observant, so I catch those things, but it didn't happen that day. And then, so yeah, we went paddle boating, and then after we got off paddle boating, he took me on to the Tempe Town, or like Mill Avenue Bridge, and then he proposed at sunset.
What's the biggest difference between us? We're very similar in a lot of senses, honestly. Now, she says that I'm cluttery and I'm not clean, whereas I think I'm organized, but I guess that's like kind of a minor difference between us. Like, I'm a little bit more cluttery, and that's one thing we're gonna have to get used to being married. I'm gonna have to be, more decluttered to get rid of stuff when I need to, and that's actually how I want to be, because I've read stuff that says it's actually better for your life anyways. Besides that though, differences wise, I mean, it's very limited. Like, we just have a lot of similarities.
The biggest difference is, I would have to say, confrontation. We definitely see things differently on that when it comes to standing up for, like, not what we believe in per se, but like when we have an issue with something or communicating. I'm definitely like a confrontational person, as to where he's kind of like a people pleaser. But I mean, it's not a weakness, it's just, that's a big difference.
So, we went to California together towards the end of the summer in August, and we took a little trip out there, met family, and we were on the beach, and it was just the two of us, and it was just a really awesome, fun day. The beach, something serene about that, and just the environment. And we had a lot, like, we almost lost your mom's camera, and like took pictures and saw the sunset. So it just kind of solidified, like, yeah, I could spend the rest of my life with this girl right here.
So I knew he was the one when he probably accepted me for like my past, what I went through, and like being able to respect that and work through the things that I had to work through.
I've learned from Bristol that, spiritually you have to continue to grow, and as a man, I have to continue to grow in every sense of myself. and that in life we have to be true to ourselves and not let other people determine our path. That's really one of the defining characteristics that she's helped me pattern my life through, is not letting other people control my circumstances, but I'm the controller. And, you know, obviously God leading me. So that's really pivotal in my life. The thing I love most about Bristol is that she cares a lot about people, like almost to a fault. But, you know, it's just part of her characteristics, and she really wants to bring the best out in people.
The things I love most about Brandon would probably be his sense of humor. I could be really pissed off at him and he will just make me laugh every single time. And then I would have to say his faith would be a big one. He's definitely come a long way in his faith. It was slow at the beginning, but we got a church behind us, and it kind of empowered him to be more about his faith. And he had a family behind him and me behind him, and it wasn't just something he had to do on his own, and he had some fire up his butt to do it.
I was in relation to the manager job, I was gone, I was out of town, and my grandma got sick. And she was in the hospital, and actually I wasn't there to help support my mom through that process, but Bristol was there as a very strong support beam for my mom, and let her, you know, cry with her, took care of the house, vacuumed it, did chores. Bristol was awesome during that time when I wasn't able to be there. So that has to be one of the, if not sweetest moments that, you know, she did for me.
The sweetest, most romantic thing he's done so far, there's been a lot, but I would say there was this one time, I can't remember if it was my birthday or Valentine's Day. No, it wouldn't have been Valentine's Day because he knows I hate Valentine's Day. I think it was my birthday, and he planned dinner and I didn't know what we were gonna do. And so I walk in and it was really dim, and I made a joke and I was like, this better not be a romantic night. And he's like, well, I'll take it as that. And I was like, well, okay. So I walk in and there's this cute little picture frame of us sitting on the counter at his house. And then he had these little metal B&Bs sitting right in front of it. And then he had flowers on the table. And then he had 2 plates of dinner that he made. And then he had wine glasses, but they were full of juice, not wine. I don't think we were 21 yet. I don't remember. But I'd have to say that was the most romantic thing.
When it comes to husband training, I think I have to work on not being cluttered and just having an organized, efficient way of placing all my stuff. So that way my beautiful wife can be, she'll see the beauty in my schoolwork being placed there instead of it being scattered.
What I've learned from Brandon is patience. We do have a lot of differences that don't bring out huge issues, but definitely I had to learn how to look beyond those issues and kind of be slow with him and learning how to accommodate each other. So that I would have to say that's the biggest one that I learned.
She's better with money than me, although I'm learning. So, you know, I'm getting better, but I'm more of a spender than her.
I'll probably be in charge of finances. Obviously, I'll let him help out, and we have to learn that together. We did go through Dave Ramsey, so that's something that we have together to bank on, I guess you could say, and budget. But paying bills and stuff, I definitely have to say that would be me. The verse to say sorry, I'd say it's definitely mostly
me.
But there are times when I do it too. But at the same time, even though he says sorry first, I know that my actions did overstep. And so I know that I need to apologize, but I'm kind of stubborn. So it comes out after him sometimes.
Life without Bristol would be more chaotic, I would say. I would have less structure and definement because she's just really helped me in that aspect. I think I wouldn't know as much of what I want for myself.
Life without Brandon would be boring because we've been together for, it's been right before our wedding, it'll be almost 4 years. And we've grown to have this friendship that he's just my best friend. And as stubborn as I get, I couldn't even explain what life would be without him. Because he just makes the side of me that needs to be challenged and worked on. He does it. He challenges me and he does things that I need to be pushed in, and he's the only one that can do it. So that's why I couldn't live without him, because he's literally my other half. So yeah.